Welcome to Chelder, where history comes alive, one epic fact at a time. Today, we're unsheathing the incredible legacy of the samurai, the warrior class that defined Japan for centuries. From their legendary swords to their unshakable code of honor, these warriors lived by discipline and died by loyalty. But it's not all duels and armor. There's so much more to these fascinating fighters. So grab your katana, or just sit back and relax as we dive into 30 insane facts about the samurai that'll have you shouting bonsai by the end. Fact number 1. The samurai were Japan's warrior elite. The samurai weren't just warriors in the traditional sense. They were a deeply ingrained part of Japanese society, blending martial prowess with philosophical discipline and cultural sophistication. Emerging as a powerful class during the Heian period, 794 to 1185, they served as the military backbone of feudal Japan. But their influence didn't end on the battlefield. Samurai also helped shape Japan's government, art, and ethics for centuries. In essence, they weren't just fighters. They were leaders, thinkers, and cultural icons rolled into one fearsome package. Fact number 2. Bushido was more than just a code. It was a way of life. Bushido, often translated as the way of the warrior, wasn't just a handbook for samurai. It was their guiding light, emphasizing principles like loyalty, honor, courage, and self-sacrifice. It shaped every decision a samurai made. Think of it as a mix of martial discipline, Zen philosophy, and an unbreakable sense of duty. For samurai, violating Bushido wasn't just shameful. It was a betrayal of everything they stood for. To them, life without honor was no life at all. Fact number 3. Samurai weren't just men. Contrary to popular belief, the samurai class wasn't exclusively male. Women, known as onabugeisha, were trained in combat to defend their families and lands in times of war. These women weren't just backups. They were skilled warriors in their own right, often wielding the naginata, a versatile polearm. The legendary Tomo Guzan, for example, was known for her unparalleled bravery and combat skills during the Genpei War. In a world dominated by patriarchal traditions, onabugeisha proved that women could fight and win just as fiercely as their male counterparts. Fact number 4. Their swords were works of art. Samurai swords, or katana, weren't just weapons. They were masterpieces of craftsmanship that could take months to forge. Made using a labor-intensive process of folding and hammering steel, these blades were not only razor-sharp but also incredibly durable. Each sword was unique, often bearing the signature of the blacksmith who forged it. To samurai, their katana wasn't just a tool of war. It was an extension of their soul, a sacred object that symbolized their honor and status. Fact number 5. Samurai shaved their heads for practical reasons. The iconic samurai hairstyle, with a shaved crown and long ponytail, chanmichi, wasn't just about looking fierce. The shaved portion helped their helmets fit securely during battle, preventing slippage at critical moments. Meanwhile, the ponytail symbolized their social status and dedication to their role as warriors. Over time, the chanmichi became a mark of distinction, setting the samurai apart from other classes. Who knew a hairstyle could carry so much meaning? Fact number 6. Seppuku wasn't just about dying. It was about dying with honor. For samurai, death was inevitable, but how they faced it mattered. Seppuku, a ritualistic form of suicide, was their ultimate act of redemption. Performed with meticulous precision, it involved slicing the abdomen to release the spirit, symbolizing courage and control. A second, trusted samurai would then deliver a swift decapitation to end the suffering. Far from being a grim obligation, seppuku was seen as an honorable exit, reserved for those who valued dignity over life itself. Fact number 7. Samurai weren't above espionage. While samurai are often portrayed as paragons of honor, they weren't above using underhanded tactics. Espionage was a crucial part of warfare, and samurai frequently employed spies, known as shinobi, the predecessors to modern ninjas. These operatives gathered intelligence, sabotaged enemy plans, and occasionally carried out assassinations. The samurai's embrace of espionage shows that even the most honorable warriors understood the value of strategy over brute force. Fact number 8. Samurai wore terrifying masks in a battle. Samurai helmets, kabuto, often featured fearsome masks, known as minpo, designed to strike fear into their enemies. These masks weren't just about intimidation. They also protected the warrior's face during combat. Some were intricately decorated with snarling teeth, exaggerated features, and even mustaches, turning the samurai into walking nightmares on the battlefield. If the gleaming armor didn't scare their foes, the masks surely did. Fact number 9. Samurai were expert horsemen. Before their legendary swordsmanship took center stage, samurai were renowned for their skills as mounted archers. Using a technique called yubuseim, they could hit moving targets with astonishing accuracy while galloping at full speed. This combination of precision, balance, and agility made them formidable opponents. Imagine trying to fight someone who's essentially the medieval version of a sniper on horseback. Good luck with that. Fact number 10. Samurai armor was surprisingly flexible. Samurai armor, or yuroi, wasn't just about protection. It was a marvel of engineering. Made from small, lacquered plates tied together with silk cords, it provided excellent defense while allowing for maximum mobility. Unlike the heavy, cumbersome armor of European knights, yuroi was light enough to let samurai move swiftly in combat. It was proof that sometimes the best offense is a really smart defense. Fact number 11. Samurai embraced Zen Buddhism as a philosophy of life. Zen Buddhism wasn't just a religion for samurai. It was a way of sharpening their minds and calming their souls amidst the chaos of war. Samurai practiced meditation to achieve mushin, a state of no mind where their thoughts and emotions didn't interfere with their actions. This mental clarity helped them stay focused in battle, allowing them to strike decisively without hesitation. Zen wasn't just about peace. It was about finding serenity in the eye of the storm and mastering oneself as much as mastering the blade. Fact number 12. Samurai archery was an art form. Archery, or kyudo, was more than a combat skill for the samurai. It was a deeply spiritual practice. In fact, it was often seen as a form of moving meditation. Samurai would train tirelessly to perfect their form, believing that the physical act of drawing and releasing the bow mirrored their internal struggles for balance and focus. Kyudo wasn't just about hitting the target. It was about embodying discipline, grace, and precision in every shot. Fact number 13. Samurai swords were tested on criminals. Before a samurai sword was deemed battle-ready, it underwent rigorous testing, often on the bodies of executed criminals or condemned prisoners. This practice, known as tamashigiri, involved cutting through multiple targets, like stacks of straw or bamboo, to ensure the blade's sharpness and strength. The ultimate test? Slicing through a human torso in a single stroke. Morbid? Absolutely. Effective? You bet. Fact number 14. Samurai had a love-hate relationship with guns. When firearms were introduced to Japan in the 16th century by Portuguese traders, the samurai were initially skeptical. Guns were seen as dishonorable and lacking the skill and finesse of swordsmanship. But as battles became more brutal, practicality won out, and samurai began incorporating muskets, or tanegashima, into their arsenals. Even so, many samurai maintained a nostalgic preference for their traditional weapons, valuing the artistry of the sword over the efficiency of the gun. Fact number 15. Samurai castles were fortresses of ingenuity. Samurai didn't just fight. They also built impressive castles that were marvels of defensive engineering. These fortresses featured steep walls, moats, and labyrinthine layouts designed to confuse and trap invaders. Samurai castles weren't just about defense, though. They were also symbols of power and culture, often adorned with beautiful gardens, intricate woodwork, and stunning architecture. A samurai castle wasn't just a home, it was a statement. Fact number 16. Samurai were poets and artists. The samurai weren't just warriors. They were also connoisseurs of art and poetry. Writing haiku and practicing calligraphy were common pastimes, as they believed that cultivating the arts balanced their martial training. For samurai, True mastery wasn't just about wielding a sword. It was about embodying harmony between strength and creativity. Their poetry often reflected themes of nature, impermanence, and the fleeting beauty of life, proof that even the toughest warriors had a soft side. Fact number 17. Samurai lived by the principle of Kaizen. Long before it became a buzzword in modern business, Kaizen, the practice of continuous improvement, was a core tenet of samurai life. They constantly sought to refine their skills, whether in swordsmanship, strategy, or personal discipline. To a samurai, standing still was akin to moving backward. This relentless drive for self-betterment was what kept them sharp, both literally and metaphorically. Fact number 18. Samurai were fiercely loyal to their lords. Loyalty was the cornerstone of the samurai's relationship with their daimyo, or feudal lords. This bond, known as giri, was unbreakable. Samurai would gladly lay down their lives to protect their lords, viewing it as the highest expression of honor. Betrayal, on the other hand, was unthinkable and often punishable by death. In a world where alliances could shift like the wind, samurai loyalty stood as a pillar of constancy. Fact number 19. Samurai tea ceremonies were a form of discipline. The traditional tea ceremony, or shinoyo, wasn't just about drinking tea. It was a ritual of mindfulness and respect. Samurai practiced tea ceremonies to cultivate patience, precision, and humility. Every movement, from preparing the tea to serving it, was deliberate and meaningful. For the samurai, mastering the art of tea was just as important as mastering the art of war. Fact number 20. Samurai banners were battlefield GPS that end the chaos of battle. Samurai relied on sashimono, colorful banners worn on their backs, to identify friend from foe. These banners displayed the crest of their clan and helped commanders direct their troops. Imagine the medieval equivalent of sports jerseys, but with way more stakes involved. Seeing an army of samurai with their banners fluttering in the wind must have been both awe-inspiring and utterly terrifying. Fact number 21. Samurai armor was both functional and stylish. Samurai armor, or yoroi, wasn't just about protection. It was also a statement of identity. Made from lacquered plates of metal or leather, tied together with silk cords, samurai armor was surprisingly flexible and lightweight for battle. It included intricate details, vibrant colors, and family crests, making each set unique. Beyond its beauty, it had ingenious features like small plates to deflect arrows and overlapping pieces for mobility. Imagine going into battle looking like a walking work of art, intimidating and stunning all at once. Fact number 22. Samurai had a deep bond with their horses. Samurai cavalry was a powerful force on the battlefield, and their horses weren't just tools of war. They were cherished partners. Samurai treated their horses with great care, believing a strong bond between rider and steed was essential for victory. These horses were smaller than European war horses, but incredibly agile, perfect for Japan's mountainous terrain. Samurai even wrote poems and prayers for their horses, a testament to the mutual respect and dependence in their relationship. Fact number 23. Samurai practiced ritualized bathing before battle. Before heading into combat, samurai would cleanse themselves in a practice called misogi. This wasn't just about hygiene. It was a spiritual purification ritual meant to prepare their minds and bodies for battle. They believed entering combat with a clear spirit enhanced their focus and ensured they faced their fate with honor. Even when death was a likely outcome, samurai would face it clean, calm, and composed, because why not meet destiny in pristine style? Fact number 24. Samurai helmets were custom works of art. Samurai helmets, or kabuto, weren't just practical headgear. They were bold statements of individuality and intimidation. Crafted with elaborate designs, horns, and even grotesque masks, these helmets were meant to strike fear into enemies while also showcasing the wearer's status and personality. Some helmets had intricate decorations like dragon motifs or exaggerated mustaches, turning the battlefield into a gallery of fearsome artistry. If you thought fashion didn't belong in war, the samurai would beg to differ. Fact number 25. Samurai women were trained to fight too. While samurai men are more famous, their female counterparts, known as Onibugeisha, were no less formidable. These women were trained in martial arts and weapons, particularly the Naginata, a polearm perfect for defensive combat. They often protected their homes and families while the men were at war. Women like Tomo Guzan and Nakano Takiko were legendary warriors who proved that the samurai spirit wasn't confined to gender. They were the real deal, warriors in every sense. Fact number 26. Samurai swords were considered spiritual extensions. A samurai, their sword, or katana, wasn't just a weapon, it was their soul. Samurai believed their swords carried spiritual significance, serving as an extension of their honor and identity. Swordsmiths poured their craftsmanship and spiritual dedication into forging these blades, which were so revered that they were often passed down through generations. Losing a sword wasn't just a material loss. It was a shattering blow to a samurai's very essence. Fact number 27. Samurai duels were battles of wits and skill. Samurai duels, or Shinken Shobu, weren't your run-of-the-mill fights. These one-on-one battles were as much about strategy and psychological warfare as physical prowess. Samurai often studied their opponent's moves and personalities beforehand, turning each duel into a chess match with swords. The most famous duelist, Miyamoto Musashi, was said to have fought over 60 undefeated duels, relying on his unconventional tactics and quick thinking to outsmart his enemies. Fact number 28. Samurai were meticulous record keepers. Samurai kept detailed journals, letters, and records of their exploits, victories, and even defeats. These writings provide invaluable insights into their lives, philosophies, and battles. For a group known for their martial prowess, they were also surprisingly reflective, documenting their thoughts on life, death, and duty. These writings offer a glimpse into the human side of these warriors, proving they weren't just fighters. They were thinkers and chroniclers too. Fact number 29. The decline of the samurai came with the Meiji Restoration. The samurai era came to an end in the late 19th century during the Meiji Restoration. The modernization of Japan rendered the samurai obsolete as firearms replaced swords and a centralized army replaced the feudal system. Many samurai struggled to adapt to their new roles in society, some even rebelling against the government. The famous Satsuma Rebellion, led by Seigo Takamori, was one last stand for samurai values before the era was firmly closed. Fact number 30. The samurai legacy lives on in modern Japan. Though the samurai no longer roam the battlefields, their influence is deeply woven into Japanese culture. Their values of discipline, honor, and loyalty continue to inspire martial arts, literature, and even corporate culture. Modern Japan celebrates the samurai through festivals, films, and historical reenactments, keeping their spirit alive. From anime to global fascination with their code, the samurai legacy remains a testament to their enduring impact on history and imagination. And that's a wrap on 30 incredible facts about the samurai. From their artistic helmets to their fearless duels, it's clear the samurai weren't just warriors. They were legends in every sense of the word. If you're as fascinated by their story as we are, be sure to subscribe to Chelder for more deep dives into the most captivating chapters of history. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, give us a like, because every click helps us keep the samurai spirit alive. Until next time, stay honorable, stay curious, and stay tuned.